Hey, you did it, G. How was your first and hopefully last nab and grab? They're unharmed in one piece, I see. I gather from the cursing and yelling that you didn't gag them before you put the bag over their head. God forbid we have to do this again. But if we do, we should invest in gags, or some sort of knockout gas. Make a note of that. Alright, I get that this is very shocking for you, but I'd really appreciate it if you can calm down with the insults. Criminals have feelings too, believe me. I have nothing against you personally. And we're going to try to make this as painless as... You're not the governor's kid. Yeah, come on. This is not the governor's kid we were trying to ransom. Who the fuck is this? Excuse me just a second, doll. This is the picture I showed you from last week's newspaper. Look at it next to the civilian. You've got tangled up in our business. They look nothing alike. How did you possibly mix them up? But what's the point of giving you a health plan including vision if you're not going to use it? You're taking the day and going to the optometrist, boss's order, before your nearsightedness gets you and me killed. Alright, I'm gonna take care of you. No, we're not going to kill you. I don't know what sort of Godfather-esque dark romance stuff you've been reading or watching, but organized crime is a fairly tidy process nowadays. Making people sleep with the fishes is costly and messy. Me and mine almost exclusively work in money laundering and counterfeiting. Well, this admittedly is a bit of a special case. See, our local governor is running for re-election based on his staunch Christian family values. Yes, the one with the ill-fitting suits. I'm always saying that. The man doesn't know how to dress. You know what he does know how to do? Woo into his sweet, unsuspecting women's hearts and beds without telling them he's married. Sweet, unsuspecting women like my widowed auntie Nina, who thought she was getting a second chance at love and got nothing but an NDA and a frankly insulting amount of hush money. I fucking know, right? So you see why this is a special case? Why we had to make this personal and see how he likes people he loves not being treated like they deserve, or rather tried to. Where did we go wrong there, by the way? Giacomo, where were you that you managed to pick up a stray instead of doing your job? That's right. That's the marketing event at the library. Shaking hands, kissing babies, probably being a worse role model and reader than the drag queens he hates. I thought he was close to the public. That's why we planned the kidnapping then. Are you on his campaign team, doll? Because I hate to break it to you, your boss is a fucking asshole. You're a librarian? You kidnapped the librarian? You are fucking killing me, man. What are you gonna do next? Roll a nurse and kick us down in the lower circle of hellfire and the brimstone? Do me a favor and go out and stop the car, please, so we can try to get some good karma back. Sorry about all this. Let's get you untied. The stinking warehouse and back home. Of course we can take you home, doll. Safe and sound. You've suffered enough because of me and my cousin out there. And keeping you quiet the old-fashioned way wouldn't benefit us at all. Like I said, I like my crimes like I like my money. Untraceable and unbloodied. Hand to God, besides, I'm a mobster, not a monster. Libraries are an important part of the community, and I appreciate people like you who keep them running as best as you can. I might even want to stop by and say hello if that's alright with you. Because I think you're interesting. I'll grant you. It's partially because I rather you not snitch to the feds, but mostly because I'd like to see you again. In the past 2 hours, you've had a cold sack thrown over your head, been manhandled to a van, strapped into a chair, and led to steal in fear and cold dark warehouse of God knows what. In those 2 hours, you haven't lost your cool or once. You didn't cry, beg, or scream. You cussed me out and called me words I wouldn't repeat in your polite company, and did a real number on my associates if him limping out of here was any indicator. I can't say I meet someone like you often, even in my line of work. You're giving me, a seasoned criminal, terms and conditions? Oh, I like you. Alright, doll, I'll bite. I'm invested. What must I do if I want to come see you at work? No more illegal activities on library grounds. That's fair enough to ask. What's the second thing? It goes without saying that I'll be the only one driving you home. I love G, I do, but I wouldn't trust him to navigate us out of a paper bag at this point.